What's going on, you guys? Back with another video. In this video, I want to talk about how narcissists, they can't handle being ignored, and some of the things that they'll do when they notice that you are getting along just fine without them. The narcissists, they wonder, do you miss them? Do you miss, the love bombing and the everything that they did for you? So what normally happens is they try to get close to other people and make it known of what they've done for you so that these people can judge you as being ungrateful. Sometimes it works and sometimes it don't. It depends on who the narc hooks up with to create this false narrative. And it's all out of bitterness. It's out of bitterness and rejection and misery. They cannot handle rejection, you know, that that lets them know that they lost. It's a losing battle, so give it up. But of course, narcs don't give up that easy. They will find another tactic to use to try to get your attention or to desperately get you back. Sometimes narcissists become so angry when none of the plan works, you know, and they'll get you, if they can, in a full isolation. You'll start to notice, like, just how evil they are. You'll start to notice this. It's like the narcissists give you the evil eye. No one else pays attention to it because they're putting on this fake, stupid smile. And they have people believing that maybe they are cool. Maybe they're cool people. They're all right with me. But in the meantime, the moment they turn their back, they're giving you the evil eye, they mugging you, rolling their eyes or something like that. She's been doing that lately. I mentioned in the other video. The custodian at the job, she's been doing that lately. And it's crazy. Because sometimes I'll be like, dang, I have to deal with one of these people everywhere I work. Like, they are everywhere. It never fails. So she have a hard time accepting the boundaries that she cannot cross. And again, they have such an evil look on their face and an evil look in their eyes. If eyes could kill, y'all already know the rest. But what happens is um they want to scare you. So the best way to deal with the narc's evil stare is, that they have it. You know that they're gonna look at you. Avoid eye contact. That's what I do. I avoid eye contact. I don't want to look at them. I don't want them to know that I notice them. I want them to continue to feel ignored. Because what they want you to do is feel cornered and scared, and feel threatened to the point where you give in and you give them what they want. If I don't want to communicate with them, I'm not. And I'm not going to look their way. That's the best way to deal with the narc when you're dealing with one in the workplace. Because sooner or later, they're going to start to give you the evil eye. And that evil eye, it lets you know how they really, really feel deep down inside. And don't take it lightly, take it serious, because narcissists are dangerous people to deal with. When they become angry, you don't know which way they're going to go. They may become angry enough to hurt you in a way where um, they're calculated with ways to sabotage you. And another way that they're dangerous and vengeful enough to hurt you is physically. Hopefully, it doesn't ever come to that, but it's possible. So, don't take it lightly when they give you these stares. When they start to give you those stares or those evil eyes, go ahead on and just start, um, just don't make eye contact. Just go ahead and assume that they're dangerous people and they got something planned. When they're looking at you like that, they're looking at you that way because in their mind, they're thinking of a way to get you back, to punish you. Now it's about punishment time. They're going to take a break from trying to hoover you and love bomb you. You know, they're not feeling that love. They don't feel the fake love for a minute. Right now it's about punishing you because you let this going on for too long. And it's like now what she's doing is kind of like staying away. She's keeping the distance, which I love it. I love it. When she finally complied with me, when she get it, that I don't want to be bothered. But it's like while she's doing that, she's making sure that I know she's trying to do that. And it's like, well, good. I want you to stay away. But she brings other people along with her, you know, and make the people think that you're the problem. You're the one who don't want to be bothered with people. And it's not that. It's that I don't want to be bothered with you. So she gathers as many people as she can to be on her side. And you know, it's just like the story never gets old with the narc. What they do, it never changes. It's so easy to pinpoint out their next plan, you know. So the principal at the school, there's an area in the dining hall. She set it up to where if any of the students want to come in there on their break and they probably don't want to eat, they can sit there and play the puzzle. You know, it's different things that they can do in there. These students are high school students, and they are there through the pathway, I think it's called Classroom to Pathways program. And where I work at is a college, but it partnered with the school system that I work for to where the high school student, the juniors and the seniors can sign up for a trade program. So they offer all these different programs there at the school, from automotive to medical assistance. They're starting the culinary program next year, which they're going to expand the kitchen area, and they'll have a class right next to me, you know. And they have like so many different programs. They have shop and what it is, like electrical programs, you know, where students can learn to be an electrician. It's a lot, and I think they're about to pick up welding. So, you know, it's very beneficial to the students. It's a good thing that they have there for them. And it's just like the narc, when they feel so, um, you know, they get to the point sometimes to where they start to feel like their supply is running dry. And they become desperate to get it from anywhere. She targets the students, which I have made that known to the principal and to the dean, that I feel like she's bothering them when they're in there on their lunch break. They don't need her hoovering around them, and she does it. I noticed that she hangs around them, and I feel like she's aggravating them, like give them their private space and their private time to be in here for what they're in here for. Even if they're not in here, she's not supposed to be around the students like that. Like, stay in your lane and do your work. You're a grown woman. You're bothering these students. You're trying to meddle with them so that you can feel like them. Like, narcissists have such a personality disorder, and it stands out so much because it's like they almost camouflage themselves to be who they are around so they can be alive, so they can feel alive. Like, it's a real problem. It's a real mental disorder that they suffer with when it gets bad, like in an overt kind of way, because they're hard to detect. They're hard to point out. But us, you know, when we know, we know. So it's easier for us to point them out, but not as easy for others, especially a student who's there minding their business and doing, you know, they're at school. They shouldn't have to worry about things like that. So it's just like it becomes harassment almost. And again, I told the principal and the dean about it, that she should probably stay away from the students She's around them a little bit too much. And again, the principal put this puzzle board out there for the students to put together if they want to. Y'all tell me why she come there when the students are gone. She's sitting in there. Like, don't you got some cleaning to do or stocking up on supplies or putting orders in for new supplies or something? Leave the campus and go on your own lunch break or your smoke break, which you're not supposed to smoke on the campus, but she sneaks off and do it anyway. Like, go do something for yourself and stop trying to make yourself who you're not. Like, you're not a student. Get up from the table and leave the puzzle board alone. You know, it's for the students, it's not for you. She even went got a teacher who comes in there sometimes and walk by the table and she see the students like, oh, y'all done good with it. You know, and it's like one of those 1,000 piece puzzles. And with four of them sitting at the table putting it together, here she comes sitting with them. So again, I brought it to the dean's attention. Like, can you tell her to move? Like, why are you even in here? You was banned from this area for 4 years. Now you're so comfortable in here. Like, if you're really entitled to be in here, like, go somewhere. I'm tired of seeing you. Every time I look around, there she is. You know, and it's not a coincidence. They know what they're doing. They want you to know that they are there. So she goes to get one of the teachers, and it's like she went into this childish personality. Like, see what I did? Look how far I come. And she's looking at the teacher like she's expecting the teacher to give her a pat on the back, like, good job. And that's what she said to her. So I'm like, dang. I'm looking at them interact in a way where it's like a role they're playing. Because we know narcissists love to put on a show and an act for their own entertainment. But a narcissist go into a character mode and you just will be taken aback by it. Like, you really is crazy, huh? That's how I was looking at her. Like, and I'm listening to her talk to the teacher because this teacher was on her lunch break. So she came out of teacher's lounge and she just stopped by the table. And she hurried up and ran in there and was like, I did that. I did that. I put it all together when I was on my lunch break. Because she works there not only in the morning, she have gotten the people to let her work there in the evening so that she don't have to go to other sites. Because you know narcissists are very territorial and they feel entitled. So she got it easy at this school because it's clean already, so it's not hard to keep up. And they're lazy, and they want people to think that they're keeping it that, you know, they're the reason why it's that clean. But it's not hard to keep clean because it's already clean. You know, that's the type of mind games they play with a lot of people. And it'll go clean over your head if you don't really, if you just don't know already. Yeah, so she's standing up there telling the teacher, um, look, I did that. I did that. See, I have a strategy. I like to put together the edges first, and I'm like, well, the children already did that. That may be your strategy, but won't you use that strategy at home, not here, you know? And it's just aggravating. So the teacher was like, good job. You did that? Okay, way to go. That's good. You really spent some time on it. See, I can't stay on the puzzle too long, and they're just talking. And she's not trying to have an adult conversation with, now the teacher had become an adult again, you know, feeling like she having a conversation with another adult. But that's not what's happening. And I'm just watching them. I'm listening. And she's like, now this grown woman. And she's like, just up there looking like, I don't understand what you're saying because it don't even matter to me anyway. I just want you to keep praising me for putting together a puzzle. Like, you look stupid. They have that stupid look on their face because you're an adult mimicking a child. You got childlike ways in that moment. I'm like, yeah, this is deeper than a personality disorder. It's something else. I don't know what to call it, but it's something else. And I see it clear as day. And y'all, I'm just like, I'm quiet, but I pay attention to a lot. I just sit there and I just pay close attention to stuff, you know, and you don't have to be labeled as a licensed psychologist and all this, a therapist and all that, to just have a discernment and just know stuff. You know, when God put it in your spirit and you really feel it and trust and believe that's what it is, that's what it is. Like, you know. And this ain't even on a spiritual level. I'm just saying, like, something is really wrong. Something is really wrong with her. And people, they'll sometimes play into it. And I'm not about to play with the devil. I feel like personality disorders and things like that. Like, I'm not just saying a person with narc traits. We all got narc traits. But I'm talking about one with with intentions of, I need so much attention. You know, I need you to just make me feel like, like I'm so important. I need that. She just wasn't, I don't know, it's just not normal. Y'all know. Just not normal behavior for an adult. But what I'm saying is that the teacher played along with it. I'm not gonna play with you. Not me. And then they, when they having their little conversations, some of them, I know they talking about her. I know they see something wrong with her. But why are y'all playing with her when y'all with her? Like, leave that for the psychologist to have her in the room, with the glass mirror up to where people can see them, but they can't see the people on the other side monitoring the patient. Like, she's can clearly be a patient who somebody just could break down. Like, so who are you now? Like how we see on the movies when people can just turn into whoever they need to be for the moment. I could see her. I could just see her being in like a psychiatric. I don't know. This is going too far. I'm going too far with this. But anyway, yeah, narcissists. You have to be careful with that evil eye, the stare. It doesn't just become a stare anymore. It's deeper than that. That's when they're really plotting, and it's not something to take lightly. Take it serious. Prepare yourself for any possibility with the narc, and just be on guard. At the same time, keep them boundaries up, and you know, just don't play along with them. Don't play along with them. The thing about it is, they need you to engage so they can still feel like they have an opportunity to be in your life. And when you don't give them that opportunity, that's when you'll start to see another side of them. You'll start to see how difficult it is for them to accept rejection. Not just with the stare. That evil eye is letting you know they got something on their mind. They got something for you, you know. So anyway, that ends this video. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.